Hey y'all, hey. I'm here. It's a beautiful Monday in the DMV. I'm excited for this week. I got zero, let me not say zero sleep. I got 3 hours of sleep last night, I think. Let's see, 4, 5, yes, 3 hours of sleep. I made the mistake of drinking some espresso at like 3 just because I had the taste for coffee at 3 p.m. yesterday. And I didn't have anything decaf. So I thought, it can't be that bad. I'll go to bed a little bit later. Yeah, I was up like this. I saw 2 o'clock, I saw 3 o'clock, I saw 4 o'clock, and I was still like this. Good thing is I was productive and I booked a podcast because the podcast host, crazy enough, when I sent him the message, he was responding. So I was like, shoot, we both up. He sent back a message and was like, yeah, you on recording now? Funniest thing, the life of entrepreneurship. So I am here before you because y'all see the title. What y'all doing? What y'all doing out there? I'm not gonna be before you long. I just got 2 quick pain points I want to hit for you. It's 2 things that I hear often when it comes to people who book discovery calls with me. And the 2 things that I hear, 1 second, I want to make sure I'm live on. Yeah. The first thing is, and you can comment. If you comment, I wish the thing was more consistent where you could see the person who's commenting, or sometimes your comments come through and I can't see your name. So if you comment, put your name beside it. But how about this? I see people are actually watching live, which is phenomenal. So I'm going to introduce myself. Hopefully you already know who I am because you're following me. If not, I am Kelly. I am a fractional CFO. I am the CFO in your back pocket is what that translates to. I work with therapists, lawyers, meetings and event planning companies, service-based industries who need help strategizing behind their business finances. So you may have a bookkeeper already, but you're doing something that I'm going to talk about in a minute, which says you need financial strategy, or you don't have a bookkeeper, you're still DIYing, but you're beyond the first 6 figures and you're burning yourself out. You need financial strategy. So that's what I do. I work with people in those areas. Yeah. Good morning, Equal. Thanks for popping in. Hey, Tracy. Thanks for popping in. I hope you're feeling better over there. So the first pain point that I'm gonna hit you real hard. Equal, Tracy, don't run. Don't run. First thing I hear when I tell people what I do, when I tell service-based business owners what I do is, as soon as I get my books cleaned up, I'm gonna book a discovery call. Why? Because you're not gonna get them cleaned up right. And ain't no shade. And everybody that know me, who's my clients, who's either in Kick, y'all know it's never any judgment. I'm here to support you. That's what I'm here for. But you're not gonna get them cleaned up right. You know why? I just used another example in a Facebook group. I'm going to use, since Equo watching. Equo is a dope SEO expert. So if y'all are looking to enhance your SEO and analytics and all that fun stuff, y'all need to hit Equo up. Equo, if I go to Equo and I know exactly what she does, and I say, girl, as soon as I clean up my website, I'm gonna book you. Equal gonna be like, your website look busted. You need me now because you're not gonna do it right because that's not your zone of genius. Am I right, Equal? That's the point that I'm trying to get people to understand. You can tell me as soon as I get this cleaned up, or as soon as this happens, I'm going to do this with my finances. And it's still not going to be to the level of where it should be. And that is okay. That's why I exist, right? That's why God has given me the zone of genius of finance and giving someone like Equal or Patrice their zones of genius of SEO and legal strategists, right? Because we all have a lane, right? And I want you to know that there's never any judgment. Please don't spend a whole lot of time trying to get your books cleaned up before you book a discovery call with me or before you book a cleanup service, because what's going to happen, guaranteed, is you're not going to clean them up to the capacity where they should be so your taxes can be filed accurately. And you're still going to spend money in cleanup, and it's likely going to be the same amount, if not more, because now we got even more stuff to clean up because you really didn't clean them up, right? Usually when people come to me and they're like, all right, I did it. Let's say they do that. I did it. I cleaned up my books. My next question is usually, did you do bank reconciliations? And they like, no, I did everything but that. That but is a huge part of the cleanup process, right? How do you know what you cleaned up is accurate if you haven't done a bank rec? So that's it. That's all. I wanted to hop in, tell y'all that. Stop saying that. Stop saying you're gonna wait until your books get cleaned up before you book the discovery. It's free. It's no judgment. It's not like I'm gonna get on a discovery with you and I'm gonna be like, dang, your books is real jack. No, because that's why I'm here. If your books were perfect, you wouldn't need me, right? You wouldn't need a bookkeeper because you know what you were doing. Finance will clearly, and accounting is clearly your zone of genius. The number 2 thing, and then I'm gonna hop on off here. I ain't gonna beat y'all too much. Is you got a bookkeeper, but them reports they sending you, you just dragging and dropping them in a file, be it in your email, be it on the cloud, be it on your server, be it on your C drive, on your computer, wherever. He or she sends you those reports and you just dragging and dropping. You ain't even open them up. Problem. Huge problem. You know why? Because number 1, awesome job having a bookkeeper. Let's start there. At least you know your books are reconciled and they are accurate to prepare taxes. And I say accurate loosely because even with us doing bookkeeping, part of my strategy sessions with my full CFO suite clients is, since we do their bookkeeping for them, when I get to the strategy session, we've already started brainstorming behind whatever the strategy or suggestions are that I'm going to give you, and whatever you've told me that your visions and goals are. But also, we do a quick dive into each one of those line items on the reports. Just super quick, hit them up. The appointments are usually only 45 minutes. That's how fast we whip through them. So I don't want to bog people down because I realize numbers not most people's jam. So I try to focus primarily on strategy because that's what entices the business owners to know what the strategy is for that next level in their business. But in that meeting, we do go a quick dive into each line item to make sure, because although we do your bookkeeping and we know your business, like we may think something goes into, we looked up a charge and it said, I don't know, maybe it was for Fiverr. It was for Fiverr, and we know normally you pay your social media manager via Fiverr. So we put it in advertising and marketing, right? But you catch it because you know, oh, no, that time it wasn't for my social media manager. It was actually for an admin assistant, a virtual assistant that I tried out, that I may end up keeping. So that should actually go under administrative contractors. So it's stuff like that that we wouldn't know, that, and which is why it's important you're looking at your bookkeeper's reports that they're sending you, and not dragging and dropping them. That's one of the reasons. The second reason, there's a lot, but I'm just gonna give you two and then I'm out. The second one is you need to look at those reports to know where you need to pivot in your business. Where do you need to pivot because you are not hitting your income goals? So you might need to realize, all right, I need to sell several more of these packages or one of these packages to hit my goal for the month, or whatever the case may be, or do a one-off offer or book a speaking engagement to hit the goal, whatever that is. And the second thing is you need to know what your tax liability looks like. You need to know that in the year that you're working in, not in January when you're going to open up that folder of all the reports he or she sent you all year. The bookkeeper didn't send you the reports every month or every quarter for you to look at them in January. You're supposed to look at them throughout the year so you know when to pivot. Because if you have tax liability that's higher than you estimated, and either you're saving in a separate account to pay those taxes the following year, or you're sending estimated tax payments in, you need to make sure you're in the ballpark of where your estimates lie, right? Or many of you don't even have an estimate because there's no bookkeeping happening, but you're still not looking at the reports, which is not helpful, because even if you haven't done an estimate, you can eyeball and be like, oh man, I bought in more money than I thought I would. In general, I know last year what I bought in 150 and I owe $10,000 in taxes. So this year I bought in 180. So I know I'm probably going to owe like 15. So those are things that you need to do, because you could be like, oh, before I do that, let me go ahead and invest in this conference. Let me go ahead and get this expo booth at this conference that's $1,600 that I was a little scared to spend, but it's a reinvestment in my business because I need to spend it anyway to decrease my tax liability. So that's it. Those two things. Don't wait to get your books cleaned up to get on my calendar, and stop dragging and dropping those reports from your bookkeeper into the folder. Get on my calendar. To book a discovery, the link is in these comments, www.commaswithkelly.com/services. Scroll down and you can click either in the Inquire Now section under Fractional CFO, or if you go further down, click in the Learn More section of bookkeeping and book. You'll fill out a short form, less than 5 minutes, and it'll come directly to me. Look forward to seeing you guys and chatting real soon. Hope to see you on my Zoom in a discovery. Bye now. Good luck in your business ventures.